Yo, I'm trying to get this stuff together right now. What's going on, family? Hold on, hold on. Let me make sure everything is working right. What's going on? I'm having some technical issues. How am I sounding in the chat room? Shout out to the chat room. We got it in slow mode. I'm going to start modding some people up real quick. Let me let everybody know that I'm in here. Yeah, I'm going to tweet it now. I haven't tweeted it. I wasn't expecting to go on right this very minute, but I'm here. Hold on. 1 second. Let me let everybody know that I'm live. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Join me live right now on YouTube, not Ustream. All right. Putting it up right now. Hold on. The call-in number is 818-850-5404. Okay. All right, I'm tweeting this now, so a lot of people are going to hit it up now. All right, let me let people on Facebook know. I need my mods. Where are my mods from Ustream? All my people who are from Ustream, my mods on there. Let me go to the Ustream channel and let everybody know what we got going on over here. Yes, I'm on YouTube now. Let me see, where's, when I get my folks in here, we're going to mod everybody up. All right, so why is this in the gaming category? I don't know. What's up? Is that Miss Braxton? Hold on. Let me mod up. Yeah, moderator. All right, where are my mods? Where's Natural Charm and Ola? I'm getting it together, fam. We're going to get busy in 1 second. Let me just get all this stuff together. Let me let everybody on Ustream know that we're over here. And we're going to get busy. All right? Let's get down with it. And everybody subscribe to this YouTube channel, by the way, family. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. All right? Where is Ustream? All right, we're getting it together. We are getting it together. Let everybody know on Ustream. Let me log in. Ustream is still acting janky. That's why I'm off Ustream now. Hold on. Let me let everybody know. Okay. Yeah, Ustream is on some janky shit right now. Hold on. All right. Y'all bear with me. We're here. We're going to make it pop off. Hold on. All right. There's a lot of people over in Ustream right now. And I'm letting them know to get on over here. Right now, Ustream. All right, I'm letting the Ustream crowd know to follow me over here. All right. There you go. All right. So the Ustream crowd, they know what's up. Let me turn the phone lines on. And again, I should have been doing all this shit. It took me a minute to get on because I was taking care of the technical stuff because I'm learning how to work this new software. The phone number is 818-850-5404. All right. I'm almost there, family. We're almost there, ready to chop up game. Let me turn the phone lines on. All right. Where's Ola? I need my dude Ola in here. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about today. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about today. Why does the camera look hella big? Hold on. I got to work with these scenes. The camera looks hella close. All right, so can you guys hear me pretty good? Let me make sure my audio is good. How's my audio? My audio good, family? Volume is fine. All right. Make another YouTube. Oh, yeah, most definitely. So a lot of stuff we got to talk about today. Let me get some, where my mods in here, man? I got to get my mod. What's up, Woke Video? Woke Video, I'm going to make you a mod, all right? Because didn't I post one of your stories? Woke Video. Woke Video, I made him a mod. Let me see my people from Ustream. Where you at? Miss Classy, pretty classy lady. I'm going to make you a mod. All right? So when the white supremacists come in here, you know what to do. Start slashing them and dashing them. What's up, Cronus? All right. So I had the chat is on slow mode, and there's still a lot of people chatting. All right. You and I debated on Twitter. What's your name, drummer boy? The drummer boy. What's your name, man? Because I debate a lot of people on Twitter. I know this shit is fast as hell on slow mode. Slow mode is fast as hell. Man. Let me see who we got. Shout out to Vulcanus. Vulcanus put some paper down. Shout out to the people. What's up, Lex Noir? My man put 5 on it. Vulcanus put 50 on it. Shout out to them. What's up, For Life 1D? All right. So, man, a lot of stuff we got to get into. People are piling up in the chat room. We're letting people know that we're over here now on YouTube. Where did I get this shirt from? I think I got this shirt from Target. And even though I don't watch Game of Thrones, I like their gear. They have a lot of cool shirts. I wear a lot of Game of Thrones shirts. And I tried to watch the show, and it bored the shit out of me. What's up in Honolulu? Shout out to Honolulu. What's up in London? Shout out to my people in London. Over in London, a brother got choked out by some race soldiers over in London. So my condolences go out to the London family. There was a brother over there, was in a store, and a race soldier gaffled him up and choked him. And from what I understand, the brother died. So we got to understand how these white supremacists and race soldiers are going by the same playbook universally. They're international. With the way they get down, they're international with their game. We got to be about international black empowerment. What's up, my man in Birmingham, Alabama? Shout out to Birmingham. Let me give a shout out to my man, Jimmy J. Smooth. Shout out to Jimmy J. Smooth Network. We're in here heavy. Let me get a call. Let me see how the calls sound. What's up? Who's calling?
Yeah, what's up, man? This is Pete out of Austin.
Pete out of Austin. Man, what's going on down there with those dead people in a truck?
Dead people in a truck?
You're in Austin, Texas, right?
Yes, I am. I mean, damn, I haven't heard of... Oh, wait. Are you talking about the immigrants?
Yeah.
I don't think that was in Austin. I think that was in California.
I could have swore it was in Texas. Where are my people in the chat room? Shout out, hold on, let me shout out
Well, see, I'm from California. I'm originally from California. And, you know, I go back to my hometown's newspaper online to get some news about what's going down in my hometown in California, which is Fresno.
Okay.
But I saw that it was like some people trying to go from Mexico to California that I guess they were trapped or something in a truck and 8 of them died or something like that.
Yeah, but that was in San Antonio. That was in San Antonio.
Really? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But,
yeah.
I mean, I really didn't read into it too much because I assumed they were like Hispanic or whatever, like you say, you know, they hold their own nuts. So
Oh yeah.
I really didn't know. Like, I don't think they were black, but I mean, my issue in Austin right now is the whole gentrification that's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, we have our mayor right now. He's talking a good game about gentrification, but you know, I'm kind of hesitant to kind of buy into what he's saying because you know he's a politician, he's white, and you know, the black part of Boston is really getting pushed out.
Yeah.
You know, and,
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, basically.
All right, all right, brother. I got to. Okay, brother. I got to get on some other stuff, brother. All right, thank you, brother. My man wasn't really getting to the point, man. It was just kind of, all right, I got to push it along. There's a lot of stuff we got to talk about, man. If y'all call up, get to the point, family. Because I can't have y'all dragging. There's a lot of stuff we got to get to, family. And I got to get back to work because I'm working on 1804. And the finish line, I'm looking at the finish line. We're getting very close to it. That's why I was late today. I was so busy. Look, I'm working on 1804 every single day. I do not get any days off. I don't take no days off with working with 1804. Shout out to my man Gino Richardson. My man Gino's from Flint. He lives in New Hampshire now. Shout out to my dude. He put 100 on it. You dig? Shout out to that brother. I also made him a mod. We got some real ones up in the house, man. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the family. Let me get good folks in here. Let me POV Hilarious D. Shout out to POV. Shout out to Mac Molly. Shout out to A1 Yo. The family's in the house tonight representing. He put some paper on it. I love it. Oh man. But a lot of stuff we got to get into. A lot of stuff we got to get into. O.J. Simpson. Got to talk a little bit about O.J. Simpson getting parole. I was pleasantly surprised that O.J. made parole. Pleasantly, I thought they were going to do some more of the I'm white and I say so, but I guess they said, okay, fuck it, we will abide by the law for once and go ahead and give him his parole. Now, with that being said, you know, yeah, don't throw a damn pep rally until he's out because he still have a few months. No telling what they'll do to OJ. I want to see OJ walk out them damn doors by October. His release date is supposed to be October 1st. I'll believe it when I see him walk out them doors. You dig? Because I'm surprised. Hey, I wouldn't be shocked if OJ turned up hanging in a cell somewhere, knowing how they get down. But OJ, and again, y'all know my position on OJ. I saw Stephen A. Smith cooning it up. I think OJ is a killer. And, you know, he was, cooning it up. But y'all know my position on the OJ trial. I broke it down on YouTube that OJ was completely innocent of a damn murder. He didn't commit no murder. I broke it down with all types of receipts. I'm not the kind of Negro that's going to go along to get along. I don't go along with the I'm white and I say so nonsense. I bring receipts. I bring facts. I bring logic. And based on the receipts, based on the facts, based on the logic, OJ didn't kill no damn body. I'll get on that in a minute. But OJ has to understand how white supremacy works. White supremacy is all about I'm white and I say so. Well, even if you didn't do it, I say you did it. Shout out to Sequester. He put 5 on it. Got to get that body count down. But OJ, he has to understand white supremacy. He hasn't learned what white supremacy is. These white supremacists are using the I'm white and I say so laws on him. And OJ think this thing is about fairness and unfairness. It's not. It's all about domination. When OJ was doing the parole hearing, and the parole hearing was seen by 13 million people. So the OJ did it industry is still a multi-million-dollar industry. But OJ, did y'all see the parole hearing when this nigga just kept talking and you're just yelling at the screen like, nigga, shut up. OJ, shut up. They're trying to trip you up. Just shut up, man. Just get to the point. They were asking him, so OJ, you went into the hotel, you robbed these people. What were you thinking? Well, what happened was I was just trying to get my stuff. I didn't know they had guns. I was just, this is my stuff. I was just trying to get my stuff. And oh, okay, OJ. All right, OJ. All right, nigga. Come on now, OJ. OJ, you're dealing with some suspected white supremacists. Yeah, he was over talking. He was really over talking. Dude, shut the hell up, OJ. It's just like, just say, hey man, look, y'all got me. Y'all got me. I don't know what I was thinking, you know. If I could have done it again, I would have done it differently. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm remorseful, you know. Just, you know, keep it real simple. Well, it was my stuff. It was my stuff. I didn't know. And, you know, he's only, you know, and they're laughing and, you know, and you're doing the coon laugh. You know how the, because OJ is a coon. Now, let me say that. Now, OJ, I'm not a big fan of OJ. OJ didn't do those murders. And just because I'm not a fan of somebody, I'm not going to go along with them being railroaded. Now, I'm not a fan of OJ because OJ is a gigantic coon. But understand that the white supremacists look at OJ as a symbol for dealing with all black people. All right? So OJ is a coon to the heart. So he's still in there cooning it up a little bit. Well, they took my stuff, and, you know, I didn't know. They took my stuff, and I didn't know they had guns. I never had guns. I never had guns, you know. But I was in there to get my stuff, and he was a friend of mine, and we were friends for 20 years, and I just went to get my stuff. Nigga, shut the fuck up, OJ. Come on. Folks don't, somebody say he's nigga-splaining. Nobody cares about nigga-splaining, dude. Nobody cares about the nigga-splaining. That shit goes in one ear right out the other. They don't care about that. They're just looking for something to trip you up on. So, OJ, you have an substance problem. I just drink every now and then. I wouldn't call it a substance problem. I just drink every now and then. But I have an infidelity problem. You know. But I don't be drinking like that. Oh, nigga, you about to fuck it up. OJ, will you shut your big head ass up? Man, you're doing the coon laugh. Why doing the crispy coon laugh? Shut your ass up, OJ. Oh, and his friend, the one who helped set him up, because understand, that whole thing where they got OJ for that was the first time in the history of America somebody has been in jail for 9 years for stealing their own stuff. That is the first time in American history that has happened. A person going to jail for 9 years for stealing their own stuff. And not only that, the stuff that he stole, the police gave it back to him. So you in possession, the police gave you your shit back that you're doing a 9-year bid from. It's just, you know, that's what we have to understand. It's the I'm white and I say so. They just make the laws up as they go along. Shout out to Frederick Coe. Shout out to Freddie Fred. My dude from the UK, he put 20 euro on the game. Shout out to him. But, somebody's in here calling folks nigga. Oh, you are a nigga. Come on, moderators. Y'all see Flying Turtle? There we go. All right. I was about to say, y'all don't see Flying Turtle in here with racism? What's up? Who's that from Birmingham? Bobby Tate. Boy, that's a Birmingham name right there, nigga. That's a Birmingham, Alabama name right there. Bobby Tate, nigga. That sounds like a nigga who can make some good bologna sandwiches. Nigga, Bobby Tate makes some good ass sandwiches. Bobby fucking Tate. I gotta go down to Birmingham. I'm moving my mother from Birmingham up here. What's up, Tiffany Jones? How are you, beloved? Yeah, but I'm moving my mother from Birmingham up here to LA to be with me, be closer to me, be closer to the grandkids, you know. I got to go down to Birmingham to visit. Excuse me. You know what I like in Birmingham? Birmingham got a place called Green Acres Chicken that's downtown. I think it's on 4th Avenue. Good as hell. Green Acres Chicken in Birmingham. Also, shout out to my dude Chris Talley. If you're from Birmingham, y'all know who Chris Talley is. He was a DJ down there in Birmingham. Well, I think Chris does promotions down there, but Chris was a big mentor of mine back in the day when I was a teen growing up in Birmingham. Before I moved to Compton and South Central, I was down there in Birmingham, and Chris Talley was a radio dude. He's a promoter down there. Now he's still down there. Chris was a real big mentor of mine. Shout out to UAB. I used to kick it up there at UAB with the ladies. Shout out to UAB University. Shout out, because I get on Birmingham's ass, but Birmingham is cool. I give Birmingham a lot of shit because there's a lot of haters down there. But Birmingham, there's some cool shit about Birmingham. There's some cool pockets of cool folks out there. And another thing, Birmingham got some fine ass chicks. Birmingham, the women in Birmingham are always slept on. Birmingham got some real fine ass ladies down there. That's one thing about Birmingham that's really underestimated and slept on. 1804 is going great. 1804 is coming real, real good. We're almost finished with it. We're almost finished with it, but it's coming along real great. When am I coming to Chicago? You know, I'm going to get back on the road to promote the film. When I get back on the road, I'm going to be promoting the film. So hopefully, because I'm looking at a November release date for 1804. Shout out to Tuscaloosa. Shout out to Leeds, Alabama. That's where a lot of my people are from. I might get on the road around September. I don't want to say for sure, because if I say a date, everybody's going to be hitting me up. I know I do have to get back up in the Bay, but 1804, I'm going to hit up a lot of cities to promote 1804, man. I mean, this movie is just insane. It's very highly anticipated, man, and you guys are going to love it. You guys are going to absolutely love it. You went to Tuskegee for 2 years. Shout out to Tuskegee. Hope y'all got your Crispy's Biscuits app at crispybiscuits.com. What's up, Ernest Smallwood? He put 5 on it. Let me see who up here putting some change on it. What's up, No Nonsense? Put 10 on it. My man. There you go. Oh, yeah, a lot of my folks are in Leeds. Well, a lot of my people have died, to be honest. So I have a few people that's still in Leeds. Yeah, Green Acres Chicken is on damn point, man. Oh, what percentage of the movie is... Oh, we're about 85% done. Because right now we're editing right now. We're in the editing stages. So I would say we're about 85% done with the editing. And then we do the color correction. Then we do the sound design. We got to make sure the sound is crisp. I take it to a different guy for the sound design. And then, you know, they have to mix the sound for movie theaters so that it will sound a certain way in movie theaters. So it's coming. It's coming. And the sound design, that doesn't take that long, but it's just a process. It's a process. See, the editing takes the longest because what happens, you know, when I do these films, documentaries are way harder to do than narrative films. With documentaries, you know, you got to get a lot of B-roll footage and put it together and stuff like that. So that's the long and tedious part. I wish I had some of my notes in here. You know, we got literally thousands of images and videos that we put over the dialogue. And we shot a lot of action scenes. So it's going through all of that footage. So, you know, it's a process, but it works. It's worth it. It's worth it. Oh yeah, the Planet of the Apes. Yeah, that movie was a trip, man. That movie had so many dog whistles in it. You know what I saw this weekend? Well, yesterday. Girls Trip, nigga. Go see that. Girls Trip was hilarious, man. Girls Trips was funny as shit, man. Tiffany Haddish, she stole the damn movie. She just stole. Because I've been a big fan of Tiffany. Tiffany's a funny chick. And she's from LA. She's from South Central. She's a funny chick. And she's very funny in this movie, man. Real good movie. I really liked it. Really enjoyed it. So you guys, yeah, that shit was funny as hell from beginning to end, man. Very, very funny movie. It's about these female friends. They go down to Essence Fest on a girls trip, and then they bugging out. It's yeah. Tiffany Haddish. This movie is gonna take her to the next level, man. Yeah, this movie is gonna take her to the next level. Shout out to Cronus putting 10 on it. Shout out to Cronus putting 10 on it. What can you find? Some books of God consciousness and spiritual consciousness. You get some books by Brother Phil Valentine. I think he has a book, The Wounded Wound, and I think it talks about that. Did I watch the special on CNN about Mark Fuhrman? I didn't see it, but they've been always trying to downplay Mark Fuhrman's white supremacist views. They've always tried to downplay Mark Fuhrman's views, and he's just a bleeding white supremacist. What's up? Who's calling?
Yo, Flex.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good? Can you hear?
I can hear you.
Yeah, this is Rico from New Orleans, man. I want to give you a big shout out. Every time I call in, I never give you a shout out of how good of a father you are to your kids.
Man, much respect to that, Rico. Much respect. I got to get down there to New Orleans, man. I really got to get down there. You dig?
Man, the game is much needed down here. I got a quick question.
Go ahead.
When you're making your documentary, how do you actually plot out a documentary like you do for something like Hidden Colors of 1804?
Okay, good question, man. What I do, you got to write everything out. It just not, we don't just click and point. You write everything out almost like a book. And you write out the different chapters or what you're going to talk about in each chapter. You write the questions out, and you write a series of questions that you're going to ask everybody. And, everybody's going to give their different take, and that's the thing that's unique about it. And then you get that footage, and then you just break it down and take out all the stuff that's overlapping. So it's a process. But the first thing you do is write everything out. Write down what you're going to ask everybody. Write down what you're going to talk about in the film. Treat the film like a book. Documentaries, you have to treat them like you're writing a book because you're telling a story. And you have to create the narrative that you want to create on paper first, and then film everything based on what you write.
Oh, okay, yes. I know a lot of the callers, a couple of videos ago, you did one of your Ustream shows, you kind of held up what you call the treatment, but went into the treatment of how you actually, was plotting out. I think it was Hidden Colors 4.
Okay.
And you held up a version of your treatment, but you never say what the treatment was and how you laid it out.
Okay, yeah, probably because I'm real. It's kind of hard to describe my notes because I'm a book writer, so I write again these films just like I write books, and it's that's the most simple way to explain it. You write the intro out. Like for example, when we did Hidden Colors 4, we had the movie in 9 chapters. The first chapter we talked about the history of the religion of white supremacy. Then we talked about Africa. So we have certain chapters for everything, and that's just how you do it. And when you interview people, usually people give their own spin on something. They give their own answer. They give their own take that's a little different from others. Even if it's similar, you just want to get the best part of what they're saying. And that's another thing that I do. When you look at the films, everything is in short bites. So I take the best of what people are saying instead of just having things long and drawn out, because we got to understand this generation, we live in an internet age where people want information fast. You got to get to the point. People got the iPhone. The minute people get bored, they're looking for the iPhone. So if you look at all my films, everything is real fast. Everything is real to the point. You dig? So right. That's one way. But anyway, man, thanks for the call, brother. All right. Man. Oh, yeah, OJ had the coon laugh. And you know what? What's interesting about OJ during the parole hearing? They deliberately turned OJ's mic on when he was talking to his lawyer. Did y'all catch that when they deliberately turned his mic on and he didn't know his mic was on? I said they trying to play his ass. They trying to find something, let him slip up. They were trying their damnedest to make OJ slip up because him and his lawyer were talking about this prison guard who wrote a book about OJ, talking about OJ confessed to him about murder, which is bullshit. And OJ and them, they were clowning the dude. Then they turned the mic on, and OJ didn't know the mic was on. And he's in there just running. I'm like, OJ, shut the fuck up. OJ still don't get it. They were doing everything to try to get OJ to trip up. He's in there running. You in a parole hearing. He's in there talking like he's in a bar. You know, they wrote a book about me. You know what I mean? You don't even know me. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. I'm the juice. I'm like, nigga. OJ, sit your ass down and shut up, man. God. OJ don't get it. OJ, you've been in jail 9 years and you still don't get it, man. I'm just trying to get my stuff. I'm just trying, you know, I went in there. I didn't know I was friends with him for 20 years. And OJ, shut up. Stop nigga-splaining. You say my mods suck? Come on, mods. What are y'all doing? Where's Natural Charm? Where's Ola? Shout out to Bitter Truth. What's up to Bitter Truth? Hey, is that a... All right, let me get Ola in there. All right, Ola, let me make you a mod, brother. All right, Ola's going to clean this shit up in here. Hold on. What's up, Miss Monique? What the hell is this? Oh, Postmates. What's a lot of folks up in here tonight, man? Let's see who we got on the phone, man. What's up? Who's calling?
Hello?
Hey.
Yes, it's Christopher.
All right, Chris, why you sounding like you in a milk bath or some shit, nigga? You sounding sultry than a motherfucker. What's going on with you?
No, I'm not. I want to talk to Tariq because I'm Purgatory Christ.
Yeah, you want to talk to me because what?
I want to talk to Tariq about me being Purgatory Christ.
You're Purgatory Christ?
Yes, I'm not lying. I am not lying.
Nigga, you Purgatory Moist. That's what you are, dude, because you sound moist. And you moist and crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. So get your moist ass.
You know what I'm talking about.
Nigga, just because you stuck a crucifix up your booty hole, that don't make you Christ, nigga. Now get your dumb ass off my phone. All right. Okay. First of the month has not come around quite yet, so niggas are getting that real cheap narcotic out there on the streets right now. A moist troll. That nigga called up sounding real moist. These niggas are on that narcotic. They are not selling the good drugs yet until the first of the month. The fuck is he talking about? Shout out to Brooklyn. You know, in Brooklyn a few days ago, a crazy suspected white supremacist stabbed a brother. This crazy white dude got into an argument with a brother outside of a store and just stabbed him, killed him. What's going on in Brooklyn? This happened in Brooklyn. There's a lot of fuckery with the white supremacists in Brooklyn. What is that store they opened in Brooklyn where a white lady opened a store and there was some bullet holes in there and they were bragging about the bullet holes? What the hell is that bullshit? What is going on in Brooklyn, man? They're acting, the white supremacists, they're acting a fool out there in Brooklyn. Oh yeah, that cop, the black police officer out there in Minnesota. Oh yeah, they're gonna convict that dude. The charges are coming any day now. You know this, boy. The chief of police, they resigned. You see news organizations giving dedications to the dead lady. What's her name? The woman who got shot. I can't think of her name. Justine Damon. I think that's her name. I saw it was a news organization in Houston. Rest in peace, Justine. I'm like, you've never seen a media organization do a dedication to any black victim of police violence. These white supremacists are showing their damn colors majorly. They are showing their colors majorly. What's up? You say, will you receive a t-shirt? Did you buy a t-shirt? I mean, you asking me customer service questions. Okay, yes, they got you up out the room. That's good. So they got on his ass fast. Don't ask me customer service questions. And where my t-shirt? I don't know when you ordered. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up? It's Trey. I'm from Florida.
Trey from Florida. How you doing, Trey?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing good.
What's on your mind, Trey?
Yeah, man. Man, I want to hear your take on the Jehovah's Witness religion. I don't know if you know a whole lot about it, but I'm actually one. I was raised one, and just to me, I see kind of a lot of subliminals in how it's kind of ran, almost like in a white supremacist setting. But I just want to hear your take on it.
Now, how long has your family been into Jehovah's Witness?
Since I was about 3.
Okay, do y'all go to church like every couple of days or some shit like that?
Oh yeah. It's always been mandatory. It's always been like a twice a week thing. So it's they're in it pretty heavy.
They're into what?
They're in it pretty heavy.
It's
real good. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, man, all of these religions, a lot of white supremacists have founded these religions, and in Jehovah's Witness, that too. There were a lot of white supremacists in that. As a matter of fact, Watchtower, they used to put anti-black propaganda in the Watchtower magazines, and they try to hide that. A lot of people try to hide the fact that they used to do that. And what's the guy? What's the guy's name? I want to look this guy's name. Yes. That motherfucker was a damn white supremacist, big time. Y'all do some research about his ass. I'm trying to give y'all some names here. Why is my shit freezing up? Sorry about this. Hold on one second. My shit is freezing up right now. Hold on, man. I hate when my shit is janky and hold on, y'all. Bear with me for a minute, brother. But yeah, in those watchtowers back in the day, the dude used to put all types of white supremacist propaganda in that. And many of the elders of the Jehovah's Witnesses religion now, they go out of their way to try to hide this stuff. And, that's some shit that we shouldn't ignore. What the fuck is going on with my shit now? All right, man, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I got technical issues here, shit. Thank you, brother. Okay, why is it okay? Right when I get on the air, shit just want to be janky, man. Damn. Hold on one second, man. It's all janky and slow. What computer is this? Man, hold on. Y'all bear with me for a minute, family. Oh, my Lord. Okay. But, yeah. Y'all, I want y'all to research that because I talked about that before, about the racist history of the Watchtower literature. You dig? And black folks don't need to be fucking with that stuff. And you better know what you're dealing with. Because I'm going to give y'all some of these names here. They were talking about, in some of the early watchtowers, talking about fixing black people by changing them white. And they were talking about how African tribes are degraded, the white race is superior, Caucasians have greater intelligence and aptitude. And this was in the 1902 version. And in the 1904 version, they were talking about God can change the Ethiopian skin in his due time. Ethiopian, they used to call all black people Ethiopians back in the day. But Charles Taze Russell, he was big-time white supremacist. Joseph Rutherford, another one. And I'm saying white supremacists because they used to say the word white supremacy. I'm giving y'all some receipts here. They would literally say the words white supremacy in the watchtowers. They would say the white race is superior. So they were open white supremacists. So y'all do your research about these damn Jehovah's Witnesses. Hold on, let me get somebody want proof? Hold on, I'll give you some proof. Hold on. Let me give y'all a link right here. I'm going to give y'all a link with page numbers and the whole shebang. From what it's giving you the Watchtower pamphlets, year and the page number. Year 1900, book 1, page 296. They were talking about changing the Ethiopian skin. I mean, they just went on and on about changing the skin of black people. In the 1952 Watchtower, they were talking about, really, our colored brothers have great cause for rejoicing. Their race is meek and teachable, and it comes from a high percentage of the theocratic increase. So that's when they were trying to make it more scientific. But understand, the white supremacists, they don't do nothing unless they're trying to make it benefit white supremacy. Let me give y'all some links. Hold on, let me put a link in the room. Let me know if y'all can see the link. Okay. All right, I put a link in the room. But yeah, they were big-time white supremacists. They were big-time white supremacists. Shout out to Brandon. Yes, what's up, Brandon? My app developer's name is Randall. And what is Randall's website? I don't have his website on hand, but y'all can email me if you're looking into getting into apps. Y'all email me. What's up, Tamar G? Put her little $2 on it. How cute! She put her cute $2 on it. I love it. Love from Ohio. Thank you, beloved. She put $2 on it. She get in your car and want to drive to Oakland and then put $2 worth of gas in there, but I love it. She's putting her 2 cents in, literally. Shout out to Tamar G. Man. Shout out to everybody putting some money in the church plate, because this is church tonight. We have church on these shows. Shout out. This is the Melanoid Ministry. Stop using the word white supremacy. No, my man, you put $2 on it, so let's talk to you. Vortex Media Ministries, talk to me. I'm talking to you. You put $2 on it, I'm talking to you, my brother. Why should we stop using the term white supremacy, Vortex? I'm talking to my brother Vortex. My brother Vortex put some change on it, so I'm talking to my brother. Why do you think we should stop using the term white supremacy? Oh, this is the Melanoid Ministries right now. No, my man asked a legitimate question. He put $2 on it, so I'll entertain my brother. Oh, yeah, Vortex, you can call in, brother. Yes, call in, Vortex. What area code you calling from, Vortex? Yeah, a lot of folks want to know how to put that money down. Y'all see in the chat room, there's a $. That's for Super Chat. You guys can put something down on the Melanoid Ministries right there. That's Super Chat. But I want my brother to call up, Vortex. I want Vortex to call up right now. What's up, Vortex?
Hey, what's up, Flavor? This ain't Vortex.
Oh, this ain't Vortex. Okay, let me have you call back, brother. I want Vortex to call up because Vortex, he put some change on it, so we're going to make him a priority. When you put change on it, I make you a priority. What's up? Who's calling?
Yeah, this is DX calling out of Milwaukee.
DX, I'm going to have you call back, brother. All right, I need Vortex to call up. Vortex, what area code? Oh. All right, because he put something down on the Melanoid Ministries. All right. Shout out to Monique Holmes. She put 10 on it. The Melanoid gods bless you. The Melanoid ancestors bless you. Yes, indeed. That's an offering to the Melanoid ancestors. You say Vortex, yes, I'll say he's a coon. Well, I mean, let me talk to him. Follow my man Gino Richardson on Instagram. His name is Trickster Sorcerer. That's my man Gino. Follow Gino on Instagram at Trickster Sorcerer on Instagram. And on Facebook, he's Gino Richardson. All right? Vortex, are you calling up? I want to talk to Vortex. I'm trying to give you the time, brother. What's up? Who's calling?
Yeah, this is Savannah.
I'm going to have you call back, brother. I'm trying to get Vortex. Come on, man. Y'all got to... Shout out to Jamal. What's up, Kundalini? Talib. Shout out to Talib. And don't forget, man, we're having the free backpack giveaway. That's happening on August 12th and August 13th in Atlanta. August 12th here in LA at Shades of Africa in Long Beach. August 12th in Chicago at the Culture Connection. And August 13th at the Nubian Bookstore in Atlanta. Come on down, bring your kids. Get your kid a free backpack. Brand new. This ain't no used shit. Brand new free backpack. All right? Now, I was waiting on Vortex to call in or to chime in. I wanted him to call up. Yes, August 12th and August 13th. You know what? I learned a little bit about chess, but I got to really get into it. I really got to learn chess. But I definitely got to get down to New Orleans. I definitely got to get to New Orleans. Man. What's up, Jack Solo? You said alt-right Andy is dissing me? When did he diss me? He already talked shit last week, so. What's my thoughts on who? Yada? Who is that? Okay, I was waiting on Vortex, but all right. What's up? Who's calling?
This is Lex, Vortex Media Ministry.
There you go. That's Vortex. So what's on your mind, Vortex?
Hey, man, I've been running a long campaign, and I'm glad I got to talk to you because, you know, I believe that you'll at least be able to hear what I'm saying and understand the psychology. I know a lot of people use the term racism, white supremacy. It stems a lot from Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's work and all of that. But we must understand, in order for a system to exist called racism, white supremacy, there has to be some supreme white people. And psychologically, you know, the mind is programmed through repetition. So the very fact that we acknowledge something called white supremacy is kind of like a subliminal form of co-signing it.
Okay.
Now, I know there's a system, you know, we know about racism and all that, but you know, y'all need to rename it. Call it white survival mechanism or something. But when you say white supremacy, if you give life to it, you you were saying that you are supreme because there can be no white supremacy unless there are supreme white people.
Okay, now let me touch on that because our sister Dr. Welsing touched on that and Neely Fuller talked about that. See, the thing is with black people, we have a habit of not wanting to accept the truth. So we try to water stuff down to make it sound better so we can deal with it. And that's why the white supremacists, they win because they know when they are losing and they will say that they're losing and immediately do something about it. What we do as black folks, we start saying they ain't supreme over me. I got immunity because I'm a Kundalini expert and I got sovereignty. So you just sitting up chilling in your own psychological world while you're still subjugated by the system of white supremacy. And Dr. Welsing said supreme means I can kill you with impunity and you can't kill me with impunity. That's really what supreme means. It doesn't mean smarter, doesn't mean stronger. That means I'm in a position to kill you, ultimately, if I feel like it, and you can't do anything about it. That's what supreme is. And they are in a supreme position over us. We got to stop playing and coming up with ways to kind of minimize that blow so it don't feel so bad and come up with ways to combat that. Because once you start admitting, it's like war. When you are in a war, you better be very clear when you're behind enemy lines. This is why we get shot all the time. Because we get around these race soldiers and we start talking about, man, I know my rights. You ain't supposed to be talking to me like that. Then they blow our fucking brains out. And the people who blew our brains out are walking around free right now. We got to stop playing with that thing and understand in war, you better be very honest when you are a prisoner of war and say, hey, look, I'm in a situation where I'm subjugated by you. When you start talking like that, surprisingly, the white supremacists get scared. When you start acknowledging that, hey, wait a minute, I am in an inferior position. You do reign supreme over me. When you start talking like that, that's when they go on alert. They love niggas running around talking about, man, fuck these crackers. These crackers ain't shit, man. Ain't nobody supreme over me. They love that shit. They love that. They love it. But when you start saying,
that's not.
I ain't saying that's you. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just giving an example.
Okay,
brother.
yeah.
Right. But they love when we start talking about ain't no white supremacy. They love that. And they'll just, come on, dude. Ain't no white supremacy. Wink, wink, wink. They wink at each other because they know the system that they've created. White supremacy is a system. Again, it ain't about them being stronger, faster, smarter. It's about them having a code, and that's their strength. That's what we got to understand. Right. Their strength is in a code. They have a code of conduct, and that code of conduct puts them in a supreme position over us because we're subject to these people who are on code. Once we acknowledge that, we get on code, then we can overcome their codes. You got it?
I got you. I do disagree in some ways because I understand. I do agree with you in terms of facing reality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's some black people who try to act like, well, we just the super humans from Egypt, and so just deny the reality. But even if you look at white supremacy, in order for them to put it forth, they had to run the psychological game. So they ran, like you was talking earlier, what you was just reading, they ran the campaigns of black inferiority, black skin being cursed, white people being, and they...
Vortex, let's hold on, let me stop you 1 minute. Let's just talk in a practical sense. Point to any area on this planet where white supremacy does not dominate. Let's just start there. Let's just say, where do they not dominate black people anywhere in any activity? Point to it.
In China.
China, the Chinese are completely subjugated to the white supremacists because their economy is contingent upon the Western's economy. You send a white person over to China, they'll worship a damn white person in China. There was a saying back in the day that you don't have a Chinaman's chance in hell. They allow the Chinese to live and do whatever they want to do. They allow, the key word is allow. They can shut down China anytime they feel like it. They allow. China is subject to them. They allow China to do certain things. They allow certain groups to come in and do certain things. They allow the East Indians to own certain things. They allow the Arabs, you know what I'm saying? For example, the Arabs. A lot of the Arabs were like, well, if I can come over here and work and I can I can earn. How come you blacks can't? Because the white supremacists allow, when they say, okay, look, we need these people we need to mine their oil and we need to have a good relationship with them while we get their oil and subjugate them in subtle ways. People think that they're equal until they start smacking them down. Just like with Gaddafi. Gaddafi was the big wig over there, and they immediately smacked him down and killed him. So they can go over there and start smack. Like my man over there, Kim Jong-il, or whatever his name is, they about to get him any damn day now. So over there in Asia and China, they allow them. The key word is allow. That's why the Chinese had to come over here and work these damn railroads and get their weight up. So the Chinese, they are allowed by the white supremacists. Don't let them think that China and America are somehow equal. The Chinese economy is contingent upon the Western economy.
Well, brother, you got some things a little off there because actually a lot of the Chinese own a lot of American debt. So one reason why America does respect China is because China has bought a lot of American debt, just like the Arabs own 12% of the American debt. So it's actually these countries that are actually one of the reasons why these countries respect America and why they don't just go all out and try to destroy them is because America has what's called soft power, meaning that a lot of these countries have invested so much in this cash cow that they're actually keeping the cash cow going. But before you went to that, I was trying to make a point about the psychological warfare.
But let me get on that. But let me say that. But the American military is stronger than China. Again, the American military is much stronger than China, right?
Yeah. American military is the strongest on the earth. But I was really trying to get to the psychology.
That's what I'm saying. And there you go. Whoever has the strongest military they got the strongest empire. Okay, understand that.
I agree.
Right.
I agree with
right.
I agree with you on
term, understand that.
What I was talking about with saying the words, I'm talking about the psychological implications, not denying a reality.
That's what we got to deal with. Reality. We got to deal with reality, man.
But look at a lot of the things that keep their system going is because of black people subconsciously really feeling inferior. For instance, it doesn't help white supremacy that we spend $10 billion on hair or $10 billion at Christmas or that we don't love each other the way we do. So what I'm saying is they ran a psychological campaign. And so if you want to overcome white supremacy, the first thing you have to do is overcome the psychology that's been embedded in us. And I'm just saying, when we're talking to people who are subconsciously programmed to believe they're inferior and white people are already superior,
okay,
you emphasize.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Let's get to the point. Hold on. Vortex. All right. Let's call it the system of ice cream sandwiches. All right. That's what it is now. It's the system of ice cream sandwiches. It sounds delicious and tasty. So now, what do black people do to stop being under the system of ice cream sandwiches? How do we stop being gentrified in the system of ice cream sandwiches? How do we stop being funneled into inferior schools in the system of ice cream sandwiches? How do we get out of mass incarceration in the system of ice cream sandwiches? Because now the name is delicious and tasty. It sounds great now, but we're still subjugated to this shit. So what do we do to get up under the subjugation of the system of ice cream sandwiches?
What happens is once we take away the fear, because when you say white supremacy and stuff, like, you take away the fear. So a lot of things we're doing, we even though we're saying that we want to go against it, we are psychologically contributing to it because of the psychology we have, which is the subliminal level, right? So once we stop saying words that, keep telling people,
it's the system of ice cream sandwiches. It's the system of ice cream sandwiches now. So we're all going to start calling it the system of ice cream sandwiches. So if all of us start calling it the system of ice cream sandwiches, now what's step 2? How do we get out from under being subjugated, being shot down in the streets by the system of ice cream sandwiches cops? How do we get out of the system of white ice cream sandwiches jails? How do we get out of the system of ice cream sandwiches media that demonizes black people? What do we do after we've changed the name?
Well, after you change the name, the psychology will begin to change.
Okay.
So now so once the psychology begins to change, the actions will begin to change.
And what are the actions going to be? What are the actions going to be?
So the action is going to be more organizing. Instead of spending $10 billion on Christmas, maybe we start that black bank that everyone's talking about.
Okay, we're going to organize, get a black bank, and then what we're going to do, because the system of ice cream sandwiches, they're still killing us, the system of ice cream sandwiches. So
right. So instead of, being passive and very aggressive verbally, next time a black person gets shot, maybe we get quiet and start thinking, and maybe we develop an organization to really deal with that or in a real way, kind of like the Jews developed the ADL, and then we start, collaborating and getting political power where we can have some type of force to make people pay for what they do instead of just talking about it. See, what I'm saying is there's a psychology that's causing us to act backwards.
Okay, brother. Brother, you've used the term psychology 20 times, brother. Okay, I got it. Because I try to get into the practicality of it. All right, but I got to get some of these other folks Vortex. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Thank you for the call, brother. Okay. Vortex was going to talk in circles all night. That's a prison mentality. Shout out to Vortex. No disrespect to you, Vortex, but I'm trying to save time. That's that prison mentality. That's what prisoners do. They sit in jail and just talk on and on about how they ain't supposed to be in jail. Where what happened is it's the psychology, the psychological ramifications of the improprieties of the ineptitude. Now we doing the prison word game. See, I don't like to call it white supremacy, my brother. I like to call it a white survivalist mechanism because psychologically, black folks don't need to be subjected to that type of verbalism, brother, because those verbalisms manifest in the pineal gland, and then it will get into your melanocytes, and then it will seep through the pores of your skin, brother. And what happens is that you will have to use SP12 cream on your skin to re-neutralize your pineal gland, my brother. So this is why we have to be very psychological about how we use these words out here, because these words have a psychological effect on koala bears in Australia. Because see, the koalas in Australia, they would eat seeds and they would psychologically lie to themselves and say that they were kangaroos. But once they ate the seeds, they got the Kundalini spirit, and psychologically they became subjugated to the white supremacists, and they were put into the zoo. Okay, brother. Okay. All right. All right. All right, Vortex. All right. So, all right, Vortex, we call it something else. What do we do? What do we do now once we call it something else? See, once we call it something else, see, what we can do, brother, psychologically, then we can start getting black banks, and then we can get those koala bears to act as bank tellers, brother. And when we get the koala bears to act as bank tellers, psychologically, that's going to get us back in tune with the animals, brother, and that's going to open up our root chakras. And once we open up those chakras, then we can get the koala bears, and we can cohabitate just like we did in the motherland, brother. And we ain't talking that white supremacy talk no more, because it's going to be all about koala supremacy, brother, because actually we come from the nuclei of the koalas, brother. We have human and have koalas. The white man don't tell you that, brother. This is why we get beards and mustaches, brother. That's koala energy, brother. I'm telling you, this is what the white man, next time, put me in Hidden Colors. I can explain about the koala bears. It's a Hidden Colors audition. God, brother. All right, brother. All right, Vortex. All right. Man. Okay. Man. Let me see who puts them on the Melanoid Ministries. What's up, S. Latin? Put 5 on it. We got Real Black. What's up, Pasica from us? Hey, what's up, my nigga from Pasica? Shout out to Pasica, man. I've been bumping your joints. Pasica got some nice joints, man. Call up Pasica, I'm sorry. Speaking of Australia, what's up, Freddie Locks in the spot? my man. Shout out to the family, putting some on the ministries. What's up, Mike Lowry? We need a documentary on indigenous people. You know what I want to do? I want to do a documentary about African martial arts. I would like to do a documentary just covering a lot of the African martial arts because, you know, I'm doing the movie, we're doing 1804, we're talking about the Haitian Revolution, and I'm learning a lot about some of the fighting styles that brothers would use down there, and how they got a lot of those fighting styles from Africa. These brothers were real thorough with the stick fighting and all this stuff that we were doing over in Africa, some of the fighting styles in Angola. And there's a lot of martial arts systems from Africa that's never, ever, ever talked about. And I really want to, I think I might do a whole full-out documentary about that. Because in 1804, we talk about capoeira. Capoeira is African. Let's be very clear. Capoeira is African all the way. Capoeira is African. 100%. It is not Brazilian. Let's be very clear about capoeira. When you understand what capoeira is, they made it seem like it's like a Brazilian thing. No, it's not. Where did they get it from? They didn't get it from the indigenous people who were down there. They weren't doing no capoeira. They damn sure didn't get it from the Portuguese. So where'd they get it from? They got that shit straight from Angola. Yeah, I would have to, yeah, I'm definitely, if I do that, I want to get Dr. Kwesi, because I've been trying to get him in the movies for a long time. And boy, and I've been studying that capoeira and the history of it. Nigga, that capoeira is not a fucking joke, man. That's why they don't talk about that. That capoeira is not no damn joke. Look at the dudes. Whenever you see people who can do capoeira, you see how ripped their asses are. Every time I see people who do capoeira, these motherfuckers are cut up. Look at that capoeira works every muscle in your body. What's up, Sinister Voices? Nigga, that capoeira works every muscle in your body. Every cat I see who do that, who've mastered that, are straight up yoked, man. And, yeah, a lot of the slave trade did happen out there in Brazil. But, nigga, that capoeira is not a joke, man. Yeah. And what's interesting, the capoeira, it looks, because it's a dance, and they had to disguise it by dancing. And that's the deadly part of it. See, that's the deadly part of it. Because what happens is you see these people dancing and you think it's kind of fun and games. Because they're doing a dance and, it looks, oh, okay, they're just fucking around. Until you catch one of them damn kicks. You catch one of them capoeira kicks. It ain't fun and games no more, nigga. Because I've been studying that, and when they're for real, when a motherfucker, when they do that dancing and then hop up and do a spinning kick on your ass, the game is over. Nigga, that shit, playtime is over. You dig? Yeah, capoeira, yeah. Yes, what's up, Coach? Definitely read The Compensatory Code by Brother Neely Fuller. Yes, they did. Yes, the Columbos, they were beating the shit out of the damn Portuguese down there. What you mean you can tell me about Kaepernick? What can you tell me about Kaepernick? What's up, the Opinion Junkie? You beat the Crispy's Biscuits game? How many of y'all actually played the Crispy's Biscuits game and beat the game? Got all the way to the struggle mansion? Because at the end of the game, there's an actual struggle mansion that you got to reach. Talking about Gunga Zumba. You stuck on level 2. Wow. I know there's a dude out here who teaches capoeira. I kind of want to take that just because the shit gets you so ripped up, man. But we deep in here, man. We got like over 2,000 people in here right now. What's up, Gino? You calling up? Call up, man. Let's get Gino up in here. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, yo, what up, Josh?
What's up?
What up? It's Gino from Flint, man. I got a quick question for you.
What's up, Gino?
Hey, I got a white supremacist female, and she ain't suspected it's confirmed. She said some racist shit at my job. I'm already filing a report with HR, but what else you think I should do?
That's it. You know, next time you get around her, be sure to record the shit. Be sure to record the conversations. If you know she's a white supremacist, don't be aggressive. Do not be aggressive. Be real cool.
Okay.
You're the victim now. You got it. You're the victim.
Okay.
So don't let them bait you into anything rash where you're being aggressive. You're the victim. Act like a victim when you're around her. Be cool and let her talk some more and record her ass and, you know, file your H&R report and just stay cool. What'd she say at the job?
Okay. Man, she said that she basically got a tan and she looked at me, pointed at me while she was driving this rental car and said that she looked just as dark as I did. That was the first one. The second one, we was at this dinner and shit. And she said the fucking tables are segregated and shit. The blacks were on one side, the whites were on the other side. She said this shit in front of everybody.
Oh,
so I documented days and time. I got screenshots of conversations. This side shit. I'm in it.
Oh, yeah. So bait her ass into talking about more shit. Just be real cool and innocent. Just be real cool. Act real naive. That's the thing. You got to play dumb. You got to act like OJ.
Okay.
Go in that motherfucker acting like OJ. I'm just here for my stuff. I'm here for my stuff. Just act like OJ and record her ass. You feel me? All right, brother. All right. Thanks for the call, Gino. Yeah. Go in there and play dumb. Go in there and play dumb. Yes, capoeira is a deceptive martial art. It is. It is very deceptive. Yeah, throw in some coon laughs. Go to work and do the coon laugh and throw her off. When she say, hey, the room is segregated. Well, everybody, oh, you're funny, everybody. Go in there and act like Crispy. Go in there and laugh. Do the coon laugh. You dig? Yo, y'all got to get the Crispy's Biscuits game. If y'all don't have it, it's a very fun game. Hold on. Crispy'sBiscuits.com. That's the website to get the game, Crispy's Biscuits. There you go. Y'all see that link? Did y'all see it? Crispy'sBiscuits.com. Crispy'sBiscuits.com. Shout out to, who else put some money on the ministries? Oh, yeah, we in here heavy. We need to get 3,000 people up here tonight, man. And don't forget, go to HiddenColorsFilm.com to get Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go to HiddenColorsFilm.com to get Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, what I want to talk about tonight, family, I want to talk about the difference between cultural appropriation and slumming and just stealing. Because a lot of folks talk about cultural appropriation. We hear a lot of talk about that. Ice-T's wife, Coco, she did her hair a certain way. She had braids. This was on the blogs the other day. She did her hair. She had this side braided up and the braids hanging down this way. And she said, hey guys, I hope y'all like my new braids. I'm going to call this is called the Coco Swoop or something like that. And a lot of people got upset because, you know, sister's been doing that hairstyle for the longest. So a lot of folks were like, that's cultural appropriation, you know. And there's a lot of merit to that. But we got to understand, as subjugated people, people in the dominant society are always going to wiggle their way in and take things that we do and then name it and claim it as their own. I remember back in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. And again, sisters have been wearing their hair in braids for years. But there was a movie that came out called 10. I think it came out in 1979 or 1980. I remember being a very small kid at the time. And I remember this white lady named Bo Derek was in this movie. And Bo Derek had her hair in braids, and the world just act like that was the best thing since sliced fucking bread. When Bo Derek was in that movie with her hair in braids, like cornrow braids, they were like, oh my God, the new look, this look is so new. Oh my God, it's so new and refreshing. Bo Derek, you're just, to come up with it, where'd you come up with this look? I mean, they propped that woman up everywhere. That woman was on every magazine around the world at the time. Bo Derek was everywhere because of them damn braids. They made them braids the best thing since sliced bread. And we were like, what the fuck? Shit, Stevie Wonder got braids like that. What the fuck are you talking about? Everybody in the damn hood got them. But as subjugated people, that's something that we have to expect. That's something that we have to expect. Goes back to slavery. Black people, we've invented a lot of stuff. And being subjugated, when you invent something, the master will take it and claim it. We talked about that in Hidden Colors 4 and Hidden Colors 3. We talked about a lot of black inventions, especially in regards to people like Thomas Edison, who straight up stole shit from black people. Look up Granville T. Woods. We talked about that. How Thomas Edison was trying to steal this man's patents, and this brother had to take Thomas Edison to court, and the brother won. For a brother to win a court case, actually it was a couple of court cases, but this brother went to court with Thomas Edison and won. So you know this brother was on top of his shit. But they've always taken stuff from us, but unfortunately, if you're subjugated, that's going to happen. They're going to take hairstyles. They're going to take styles of music. And what happens once they take certain parts of things that we've designated as our culture, they will aggressively push us out of it and then, in a way, segregate us out of it. Just like with rock and roll. If a black person tries to do rock, they're almost ostracized to a certain degree by the rock acts, as a matter of fact, the white ones. And this is now happening with hip-hop. I was having Granville T. Woods. That's his name. Granville T. Woods. Just like Elvis. Elvis is basically doing an impression of black acts and claimed it as his own, and they made him the king of rock and roll. You white is right. But they're doing this now they're trying to do it with hip-hop culture. I was having a debate on Twitter. Let me give y'all this asshole's name. This suspected white supremacist, his name, let me give y'all this dude's name. He's a real douchebag. And he's kind of a nobody, so I'm giving him more props than I should give him. You know, I won't give his name. I won't give, because I got to look for it, because I had to block him, because he's a time-wasting troll. So I had to block him. It's DJ Brian something. He's the white dude. So he randomly got on my timeline this morning. Hey, Tariq, I'm looking at your timeline. You're a black supremacist. So he's trolling for attention. I said, sir, what's a black supremacist? Then he started filibustering. He couldn't give a definition of what a black supremacist was. He kept trying to change the subject. Then I saw on his page, he has a picture of him and 50 Cent where the white boy's DJing. So he's one of them. He's one of these people. He's taken a couple of pictures with black folks. Now he feels like he can talk to black folks any kind of way. And like, yeah, you're a black supremacist. Okay, you can't define what black supremacy is, so now you're being a time-wasting troll. So look at his page, his Twitter. He's retweeting all of these alt-right dudes. He's retweeting Tommy Lauren. So it's that type of crowd that he fucks with. And, you know, he's talking about his DJing here. He was on one of those VH1 shows where they had a DJ competition. So he thinks he's one of these guys who thinks that he's down because he done hung around a couple of black folks. He plays a couple of black records and now he's down. So I'm like, oh, so look, you're a DJ and you talking this bullshit. He was like, oh, what, Tariq? You're going to say that I'm doing culture appropriation, Tariq? Is that what you're going to use that argument? And I said, DJ Brian, whatever your name is, I'm not going to use that argument because the shit you do ain't hip-hop. The bullshit you doing ain't hip-hop. So it ain't really appropriating anything. You one of these dudes, you watch these dudes who try to claim that they're into hip-hop and all that. You ain't into no... And Schultz is another one. Andrew Schultz is another one. Just because you can listen to a couple of rap records, you ain't got shit to do with no motherfucking hip-hop. Schultz, Alt-Right Andy, DJ Brian, whatever your fucking name is. Let me explain something to y'all. They're beyond culture vultures. They're trying to destroy the culture. You're not even a vulture. They're trying to destroy the culture and build some other bullshit. These are just people who are slumming in our culture for the sole purpose of destroying it. It ain't even appropriation. It's culture destruction. Understand, some of these people get into our cultures, things that we create, to destroy it, to take the remnants of it and build something else for themselves. Am I freezing? Can y'all see me? Okay, I'm freezing. Hold on. Okay, people say I'm freezing in the room a little bit. Okay. Y'all teach me how to fix that, by the way. I got to learn how to fix that. But the thing is, this dude, he's one of these dudes, DJ Brian, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't respect him enough to even remember his name. He's one of these dudes that basically goes to the club, stands in front of a laptop, pumps his fist, and do laser beams all over the place. He's one of them. That's why I called his ass DJ Laptop Laser Beam. He's a laptop laser beam DJ. That ain't hip hop. You showing up to the club, you're just a motherfucker who does a light show and stand in front of your laptop pumping your fists while you got lights going. That ain't shit. That ain't hip hop. You ain't hip hop. You're just doing laser beam shows. You're a laser beam light DJ. You ain't hip hop worth a damn. That ain't hip hop, baby. So, I'm not allowed to play black music? That's what he was saying to me on Twitter. Tariq, I'm not allowed to play black music? I'm like, look, I suspect you're being a white supremacist. In the system of white supremacy, you can do whatever. You can do whatever you want to do. But you're not a part of hip hop culture. And he said, well, Kid Capri told me I was good. Because on that VH1 show, I guess, Kid Capri was one of the judges. This fool said Kid Capri was being nice. Kid Capri know you were garbage. Why are my children standing out here? Kid Capri knows you're garbage. Kid Capri was just being polite. I wonder what my kids are doing out here. What's up, Nasir and TJ? But Kid Capri knows you're garbage. Understand. What's up, Siri? Let's see. This is my big middle boy, Sear. What's up, buddy? But like I said, this dude was talking all that culture appropriation nonsense. And that ain't got nothing. That's why I don't co-sign Justin Bieber. None of those folks. Because the thing is, understand this about hip-hop. I want y'all to understand this before y'all talk about, hey, am I culture appropriating? No. Hip-hop, understand the culture of hip-hop. The culture of hip-hop was created as an antithesis to white supremacy. Understand, you cannot be in hip-hop and be a damn suspected white supremacist. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You cannot be a part of the culture. You a motherfucker who just play rap records and do laser shows. That ain't really hip-hop. Oh, I had his hair in a bun the other day. Anybody cut his hair? I like his hair. Why is his hair so dry? But understand, he got lint in his hair. Sarah always has lint in his hair. You bathe him? About two, okay. What'd you get? Veggie burger. Okay.
Fries.
Okay. But understand this. If you don't respect the culture of hip-hop, you ain't hip-hop. That's what made hip-hop what it is. People who were in the culture actually respected the culture. And understand, you respect the people within the culture. You respect the legends in the culture. You respect the art in the culture. You respect what the culture is really about. The culture is anti-oppression. The culture was made for people as a sanctuary to bring in people who are oppressed so they could have a good time, so they can enjoy themselves, so they can enjoy music, so they can dance, so they can be around each other without the scrutiny of the outside white supremacist world. That's why hip-hop was created in the Bronx. Understand, the Bronx, New York was devastated by white supremacy. What are you talking about? The Bronx was devastated by white supremacy. They took away the music classes. They took away the jobs. They gentrified the Bronx. The white supremacist landlords were burning up the buildings in the Bronx, and they were blaming it on black people. The Bronx was Ed Koch ass. When was Ed Koch the mayor of New York? Was it in the late 70s? And also, the brothers and sisters in the Bronx, they couldn't get into those other clubs. They weren't letting them in those other clubs. You were too black. They weren't letting them in those clubs. So that's why they created hip-hop. This shit was a waste. They like, look, y'all done took everything from us. Y'all not letting us go to Harlem. Y'all not letting us go into the old Moissa's Studio 54 and none of those uptown clubs. Y'all not letting us party. Y'all not giving us jobs. Well, fuck it. In order for us to kind of curb the bullshit going on, we'll just plug up some speakers in the park, and we'll just do our own thing, man. We'll do our own thing. So hip-hop has always been anti-white supremacy. Always, by its inception, it's been anti-white supremacy. It's been anti-oppression. We're standing up, we're doing our own thing in spite of the oppression. If you don't respect and understand that, you ain't hip-hop. If you don't understand and respect that, you are not no damn hip-hop. You just a motherfucker who's trying to destroy the shit and eat off of it and shit on the people. You ain't hip-hop. You're a laser light laptop DJ. Even the inception of gangster rap, that was still anti-oppression. Gangster rap is hip-hop because it was still anti-oppression. Ice-T's record, 6 in the Morning. That was an anti-establishment, meaning anti-white supremacy record. It was about a dude who was criminalized, trying to go about his day. The cops are trying to get him. They busted in his door. So this man is talking about being in an oppressive system. Fucking blue lights, LAPD. You dig? NWA, that first album, Straight Outta Compton, that was an anti-establishment, meaning anti-white supremacy album. Fuck the police. We're being oppressed. Fuck this oppression. That was hip-hop all day. That was hip-hop. It was about people being oppressed. We're talking about how not to be oppressed, how we can get together against our oppression, meaning systematic white supremacy. You cannot be a part of a white supremacist culture and be a part of hip-hop culture. It's a contradiction. A Public Enemy. Yeah. And just because you're white, that don't mean that you're a vulture. Now, because you had some of the, you got some people in early hip-hop who are pioneers who are white. Whoa, whoa, oh, man. What they doing?
Fighting.
Damn, my son's over here fighting. Did he push him off?
Yes.
Why'd you push him off, TJ? Sid gonna smack the shit out of you. Oh, Sid about to swing on him. I said, don't, chill out, Siri. But okay, I'm just watching my son make sure they beat each other up. But with hip hop, the early hip hop, again, you had you had people like Rick Rubin in early hip hop. Rick Rubin is a pioneer of early hip hop. Rick Rubin, thorough producer. Rick Rubin produced Run DMC's album. He produced LL Cool J's first album. He produced the song by T-La Rock, all the Beastie Boys stuff. So Rick Rubin, white dude, I mean, he's a rock and roll white boy, but Rick Rubin respected the culture. Rick Rubin knew what was up. Rick Rubin respected the culture. Rick Rubin respected the culture. Even go back, there's other people behind the scenes in hip-hop. You have people like Arthur Baker, the white dude, who's an engineer, producer. If you look at some of those old hip-hop records, his name is on those records. He respected the culture. He produced, helped produce Planet Rock. Understand, because a lot of brothers didn't have those drum machines back in the day. They didn't have those 808s and those Linn drums. So it was white dudes who owned that, and they would let them in the studio and do the shit. You dig? So you had a lot of people, white people with records or behind the scenes back in the day who was part of the culture because they respected the culture. You dig? Third base, no, because Search, no. And you watch out for Search, no. Well, no. Search, I don't know. Search is sometimey. Because I heard my man Search do an interview with Gus T. Renegade, and Search was sounding like a damn suspected white supremacist on that shit. But Search did bring Nas to us. He signed Nas, he brought Nas to us, so I don't know. Search is kind of, okay, don't mimic me. Remember. Mateo, come here, let me see. Search is on. What's up? What's up? This is Mateo. This is my big little boy. What's up, Mateo? What's up? What's up, Mateo? Look, stop trying to reach for stuff. Say daddy. Yeah, say daddy. Say daddy. Say daddy. There you go. Say mama. Okay, you just saying the same word for everything. Say daddy. Say TJ. I know you saying anything. Say Asir. Asir, how does Asir now?
Asir?
Yeah. Not Asir. I mean, I be getting my kids in 10 months. Mateo is 10 months. He is 10 months. Oh, you about to start acting up?
We gotta watch shows.
Oh yeah, I gotta get in here and watch my shows. He's a big boy. Start kicking them feet. Kick them feet, boy. Kick them. Kick them little chocolate feet. Hey.
I gotta get my list.
So show everybody your teeth. You getting teeth. You got 4 teeth like a big boy. Okay, look at that, mom. Man. Yes, indeed. So he looks like Peanut?
See, he was saying that too.
Yo,
No, like me.
no, please. Okay, we'll grab it.
Don't say please.
Okay, you gotta get up early.
You gotta get up and
Man.
work out early.
Yes, indeed.
You should have started talking here.
Did I see what? Yeah, I saw him.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, let's get back to the topic. I know Peanut be making me get off topic. Yeah, but he'll be in there every day. But why is the screen freezing up? Why is it freezing up? Y'all let me know. Y'all email me. Let me know how to stop the screen from freezing. I don't want it to be okay. Okay, Mateo. The screen is freezing a little bit. I wonder why it's doing that. Hold on 1 second. Viva Zoo. Okay, I gotta see why the screen. Y'all let me know. Help me kind of find out why the screen is freezing. I gotta see if I can fix that later. All right, take it. Get him. Okay. Okay, I'll be in a minute. Okay, give me that. Little strong baby. Don't get mad. All right. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, we're talking about hip hop. Talking about people not just appropriating, but actually destroying the culture. And that's the problem. It's beyond appropriating. It froze when Mateo. Yeah, it's going beyond appropriating. And again, that dude, this suspected white supremacist DJ dude, that's somebody who's trying to destroy the culture. Because the thing is, people like that, being a bullshit, mediocre laptop laser beam DJ, the only reason you get gigs is your whiteness. So you want to have the system of white supremacy be maintained, because that's the only way you can eat. See, black people, we don't get to be mediocre. We don't get to be mediocre DJs. We don't get to be mediocre nothing. You got a lot of mumble rap out here, but at least the mumble rap got good beats. So you gotta have a good beat and a good melody, you know, and that's your hook. But these laser beam laptop DJs, they get like, some of these dudes get like $25,000 to stand in front of a damn laptop and shoot laser beams. They get big money doing that shit. You dig? A bullshit ass DJ, and they take a couple of pictures with black folks so they can get some cred, and all of a sudden they're the top DJ somewhere. Yeah, fuck that. That's destroying the culture. That's just the destruction of it. This is why black folks, you gotta travel. Because a lot of these dudes, they come from here and go all over to China and Japan. They be over there DJing and getting big money. All they do is literally stand in front of a laptop and shoot laser beams. Now you got people, the legends who travel, like Kid Capri, Grandmaster Flash, you know, they go around the world doing their thing, but more black folks, we got to get more into that. Yeah, these MP3 DJs. Yeah, Kid Rock, he's another one who never respected the culture. Motherfuck Kid Rock. He's about to run for senator. He might win. Fuck a Kid Rock. You know, they come in and fleece the culture, shit on it, and then try to ultimately destroy it. He's hanging with big-time open white supremacists now. You ain't hip-hop. You were never hip-hop. Just because you hang around a couple of black folks and go, yo, 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 you ain't hip-hop. Like, look at Kid Capri. Kid Capri don't do all that laser beam bullshit. You don't need that. You go look at some of Kid Capri's DJ videos. He rocks a crowd, 2 turntables and a mic. You ain't got to do all that old bullshit laser and Cirque du Soleil. You ain't got to do all that. But you have these people who want to destroy hip-hop. and make their own little bullshit. That's what they really want. They want to completely destroy the shit and make an amalgamated white version of it. Just like they're doing with rock, what they did with rock, just like they're doing with R&B. Look at R&B. Most hot R&B artists is coming from white people. Calvin Harris, Rick, what's his name? Ronson, whatever the fuck his name is. The dude who did Uptown Funk. Wasn't Bruno Mars sang on it, but it was another dude who produced it, and his name is on the record. But you watch these dudes who claim the shit they do is hip-hop. You watch them. And if you ain't respecting the culture, and I mean respect on it, and you are not about being anti-white supremacy. Mark Ronson. I always get the dude's name wrong. Mark Ronson. But yeah, all the R&B is coming from white people. Sam, whatever his name is. All the R&B. Justin Timberlake. All that shit. It's culture destruction. They want to make their own version of hip hop. But it ain't hip hop. That's why they like calling it other shit. EDM, trans, and all that. Yeah, R&B is underground now. Adele, that's R&B now. Hell, Amy Winehouse, little old racist ass. She died now, but she was a little old racist fuck. That was R&B. Go look up Amy Winehouse using the N-word. She would use the N-word frequently on stage. Watch her. Y'all study Amy Winehouse, little crackhead ass. Yeah, she's dead, but she was a damn white supremacist. Fuck her. Yeah, she said some real slick shit. Say Mark Ronson. Yeah, he is a DJ. And there's some white people who can DJ. There's some white people who are good producers. I ain't shitting on all of them. I'm not shitting on all of them at all. But when you have these little suspected white supremacists who want to talk greasy and antagonize victims of white supremacy, then you ain't really about the culture. You're not about the culture at all. And you co-signing the alt-right and all that. No, you ain't about hip-hop. You on some other shit. You ain't about hip-hop at all. Scott Storch, I respect. Scott Storch respects the culture. Understand. Always remember that. Always remember the culture of hip-hop was always anti-oppression, anti-systematic racism, anti-systematic white supremacy. That's the very reason why it exists. Oh yeah, rock and roll. Rock and roll, even the term, that was a term that black folks used to use for sex. The term rock and roll was a term that black folks used for sex. Hey man, let's go rock and roll, girl. That was a sexual term. Understand, remember, when rock and roll first came out, it was nigger music. That's what they used to call it, jungle music. You dig? Answer Slim who? But Slim better put some on the Melanoid Ministries if you want a quick answer. Those are the priority answers. Put some on the Melanoid Ministry. Oh yeah, Chuck Berry, all those people. Oh yeah. And truth be told, Ike Turner made one of the first, people arguably will say it's the first rock and roll record. I think it was called Rocket 88 or something like that. That's technically the first rock and roll record was made by Ike Turner. Rocket 88. Uh-oh. Justice never sleep. Got your ass out of here fast, didn't they, Justice? Man. But that's the thing, what we got to understand how people will come in and, because my thing, I don't really trip on the cultural appropriation. I want to know where the money's going. That's what I look at. When I see other groups coming into a culture, exploiting that culture and then trying to destroy it, I want to see where the money is. Like, well, let's go to rock and roll, like with Little Richard. They financially raped Little Richard. Remember, they would get Little Richard's records and give his records to Elvis. Say, hey, Elvis, you do a remix of it. Or Pat Boone, you do a remake of Little Richard's record. And then just take all the man's publishing. And Little Richard for years was complaining about people like Pat Boone. Now, Pat Boone, for those who don't know, Pat Boone, you look up the word white in the dictionary, it's a picture of Pat fucking Boone. Nothing is whiter than Pat Boone. Pat Boone is whitey, white. And he would, the record labels would basically get a black song, a black record, and give it to Pat Boone, and he would whiten it up, and it would cross over to white audiences, because they didn't want black artists really crossing over. Then eventually, white audiences they started wanting to get the real authentic shit. But Little Richard, they would give his records to the Pat Boones and all these people and just rape his publishing, take his publishing. And for years, Little Richard was complaining about how they took his money, they never gave him nothing. I mean, for years, like, they ain't never gave me nothing. It was Michael Jackson that looked out for Little Richard. Michael Jackson looked out for Little Richard. That's one of the reasons they had a problem with Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson was giving all of those black artists their publishing back. Because Michael Jackson, remember, he owned half of Sony's publishing, and all of that publishing, remember, that's from all back then, all those artists, not just the Beatles. People try to make it seem like Michael Jackson owned half the Beatles catalog. No, it wasn't just the Beatles. Michael had damn near everybody's shit. And because he owned it, Michael was like, hey, Little Richard, you ain't get your publishing? You got it. As a matter of fact, Michael Jackson told Little Richard, I'm giving you a job as a writer where you ain't ever have to, you ain't got to work ever, no more. You're a writer. You're going to get paid as a writer from now on. A writer for life. Michael Jackson looked out. He looked out for Sly Stone. I think he gave Sly Stone a couple of million. Sly Stone, he's cracked out of his mind. He's living in an RV down in L.A. somewhere. But Michael Jackson, said, hey, look, here's some paper. That's why they wanted to get Michael Jackson up out the mix. That's why they wanted to get Michael up out that mix. Michael was giving people their publishing back. Because that's why I'm all about where's the money. Michael said, I'm a culture vulture too. Give me that catalog, Beatles. Oh, if we're going to be culture vultures, I'm going to be the big fucking vulture and get all y'all publishing. See, that's where I'm looking at where's the money. Where's the money? See, we got to start thinking like that. We got to start thinking like that. Where's the money? Where's the money going? Michael was playing chess with their ass. Where's that money going? Michael said, okay, y'all taking our shit, I'm taking yours. And what was so cool about Michael Jackson, you know how they are over here. They got that old boys club. They don't give a fuck how much money you got over here. The white supremacists ain't letting you in. Michael Jackson went over to Sony and went to the top execs in Japan. That's the thing that really fucked them up. Michael got that deal from the Japanese. He didn't get it from the white supremacists over here. Michael went to Japan and went with the top exec. Because Sony, the headquarters is in Japan. People kind of forget that. Sony is a Japanese corporation. So Michael went over there, said, fuck you, Tommy Mottola, and went over there to the big wig. He went to Tommy Mottola's bosses and cut that deal. And they like, hell, we ain't, you know, we like you. We ain't on that bullshit. We like you. You got money? Come get half. That's how Michael got that big fucking deal. They wouldn't have never gave Michael that deal over here. The execs here, the white supremacist ones, they would have never. That's why when people make jokes about Cosby trying to buy NBC, Cosby had the money. They like, hey, we don't give a fuck about you having the money. You can't buy NBC. As a matter of fact, nigga, here's some rape charges. Take these rape charges, nigga. But Michael went over those executives' heads and went over there to Japan and cut that deal. They were like, ain't this about a bitch? Nigga, call Conrad Murray. Oh, I love Michael was for real, for real. Michael, see, they thought that Michael was soft-shoeing. Paul McCartney, all of them were mad at Michael. Paul McCartney was pissed. Now, unfortunately, they killed Michael off and the Beatles got all their little bullshit back. But Paul McCartney was pissed at Michael for years. Paul McCartney was talking big shit about Michael. Look at some of those interviews. Paul McCartney was pissed off. He was like, me and Michael were friends. I was friends with Michael, and I asked Michael to help me get my publishing. We wanted to buy the catalog, and Michael came to me and said, I'm going to buy your songs. It's bloody rubbish. Michael was smooth. Paul McCartney went to Michael because Paul McCartney didn't have all the money to get the catalog for the Beatles. So I think he asked Michael, and Michael said, you know what, Paul, you the homie. You the homie, and I like you, but I'm going to get that catalog up off you. Yeah, I know I got a soft voice and all that, but me and my soft voice are going to go and buy this fucking catalog, and I'm going to own your publishing. I hope you're still cool with me. If not, I understand. No hard feelings, but I got this catalog. Michael played the fuck out of him. Oh, I know my British accent was shitty, wasn't it? You say, Aki is fine. I love to take her to Africa. Get off Aki. Leave Aki alone. Is Aki in the room? You in the room, Aki? But yeah, look, you can appropriate a culture as long as you're not trying to destroy it, or you use your money to appropriate other cultures. You get their shit. Use your money to get their shit. We need to start pulling Michael Jackson moves. We need to start pulling Michael Jackson moves. Fuck all that, man. You appropriating our culture. Fuck, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. Let's start pulling their moves and start buying publishing, buying catalogs. We need to start doing that. Nigga, let me find out the Garth Brooks catalog is up for grabs and I got the paper to get it. I'm getting it. Y'all gonna see me with a cowboy hat and some boots on. If there's some money in it, I'll appropriate their shit. Is Aki in here? Oh, yeah. Where is Octavia's probably asleep. She got to get up for work tomorrow. Man. Oh, yeah. Y'all hit that dollar sign. Hit the little money sign right there to donate to the Melanoid Ministries. That, well, you know, years ago I did a joke about Usher. Usher, let me talk about Usher for a minute. Now, y'all know Usher Raymond, Usher the singer. Usher is out here. He's getting sued for giving women herpes. Let me take a swig, family. Y'all, I gotta take a swig on this one. Hold on. I gotta take a swig. Ah, Usher. Usher. Usher's out here. The women are saying he's giving them herpes. One woman had sued him for $1 million. He had to break off $1 million. Another woman is trying to hit him for $10 billion. Didn't Gloria Allred's daughter, she's a lawyer, she's like, yes, he's out here endangering these women's lives. And somebody said, hey, before y'all get on Usher, don't act like Charlie Sheen ain't over here throwing that AIDS dick around. Don't act like y'all don't see the AIDS dick coming from Charlie Sheen. He was throwing around for years, so let's not get too carried away. But all right, let's not act like Charlie Sheen ain't out here spreading that monster. Y'all ignoring that. But Usher. And that's gonna fuck, his career is fucked right now. And Usher's career is done. You can't be a herpes infected sex symbol giving women the herpes. What Usher needs to do, this is what Usher needs to do. Because contrary to popular belief, herpes is curable. Did y'all know that? Herpes is actually curable. As a matter of fact, Dr. Sebi used to cure herpes. Dr. Sebi did an interview. He said he cured Left Eye from TLC of herpes. She had herpes, according to Dr. Sebi. I'm not saying this to disparage our sister who died. I'm not saying that because she's not here. But Dr. Sebi said that Left Eye, she had herpes. When she went down there to Honduras to go to his compound, she had herpes. And Dr. Sebi cured her. That's why she was down there for a long time. She was getting cured of a lot of stuff. I'm just giving facts. I'm just talking facts. And Dr. Sebi, and he's dead now. We know that Dr. Sebi died under mysterious circumstances. But Dr. Sebi cured a whole bunch of stuff. What he needs to do, this is what Usher needs to do. We're doing spin control. Spin control. What Usher needs to do, he needs to go to some holistic doctors, probably Dr. Layla Africa, or even go down to Sebi's store because those recipes are still there. Someone said Usher has gonorrhea. What Usher needs to do, he needs to go to some of these black holistic doctors, have them publicly treat him, and cure him, and announce that he's cured. That's the only option Usher has. Shout out to Reggie Cruz. Shout out to Reggie. What's up, Reggie? But Usher needs to go to Dr. Layla Africa. I think Layla Africa has cures for that. I got to holler at Tahuti. I think Tahuti might have some cures for that. Tahuti got great products. Their stuff, there's a whole bunch of, there's, these black doctors cure a lot of stuff. And he needs to go to these people and do some photo ops, take the treatment or whatever, and just say, hey, I was going through some shit. I'm cured now. You dig? And then make another fucking album. He needs to go make an album and have Dr. Layla Africa on the cover with him to make sure the herpes are gone. But he needs to get that shit cured. He needs to go to some of these holistic doctors and get it cured. Go down to Layla Africa. Go down to Tahuti. Tahuti got a shop in Glendale. I know Tahuti got some for that shit. Leilani Valentine, Dr. Valentine's wife, Phil Valentine's wife, go down to her. She's thorough. That sister's very thorough with the herbs. But yeah, go to some of these people, get that shit up out your system, and then make another album. And stop letting it burn. Yeah, the new that nigga needs to be on the album cover with some herbal medicine in his hand, laying on his stomach. That nigga needs to be on the album cover naked, putting some cream on his ding-a-ling. Just like that. The album should be called Remedy. And the nigga laying in the bed like this. Pouring some ointment on his balls. Oh, God. Man. Shit. You gotta look at who Usher was laying with. Usher was laying up with Chili. We need to check Chili out. You dig? Say, these are my infections. These are my infections. Man. Usher got to get that shit treated. Yeah, these are my infections. So, yeah, we got to check Chili out. Does Chili need to go down to Dr. Sebi's store? Man. Whew, Lord. Hold it down, my man. All right, let me shout out to some people who put some. Mac Marley put some more. There you go. Mac Marley gave more to the Melanoid Ministries. Yeah, Dr. Sebi was the truth, man. So, Usher, go down to Layla Africa. Go down to Tahuti, man, and get you some ointments and some herbs, man, and get that shit up out your system, brother. Get that shit up out your system. All right, let me get up out of here, man. I got work to do. Got a lot of shows to watch tonight. All right, family, I'm out of here, man. Go to hiddencolorsfilm.com to get Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go to 1804movie.com. Check out the GoFundMe we're having for the backpack giveaway. Go to my Twitter. Y'all can click on the link on my Twitter at Tariq Nasheed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. We had a great time on tonight's show. Y'all have a good night.